Hi guys, my name is Rachel. Welcome back or welcome to my new / just revamped YouTube channel. I started this YouTube channel a while ago when I was in my late preteen, early teen years, and I just followed vlogs and trends that were going on / old trends that I always wanted to participate in. But nowadays I am an adult, I'm 18, I'm in college now. And so I wanted to make a video podcast talking about my college life, my experience, what it was like for me growing up, what it's like for me living alone now, all of the different things and aspects about my life, because I know everybody else is doing a podcast right now. This isn't unique or interesting, or you're not shocked. You're like, oh my god, another YouTube video podcast. This is insane. But I thought it'd be really interesting to put my take on it because it's something that I find a really cool creative outlet. I'm going to put it like that. So I wanted to talk about my goals for 2024. This is my vision board / vision book because it's not a board. It's a booklet, folder / thing. But I don't have a hole punch for my photos, so they're literally just in a giant ass stack. But anyway, I'm going to go through these and talk about the goals that I have for 2024 and how I want to succeed in these goals and what I think that is realistic for me and what I might have to let go of and what I might have to gain in my lifestyle. All of the things, all the etceteras. This is my roommate's mic that she let me use. I appreciate it very much. But now I more than anything want to do an ASMR video. Maybe I should do a mukbang. Just kidding, I'm so not gonna. That's disgusting. So I saw a TikTok a month ago that was talking about how for the goals and aspirations you have for the new year, you need to start them a month beforehand, maybe even mid-November. That way you can absorb yourself into the goal and really find out what's going to work for you and what you're going to have to change and what you're going to have to add into your lifestyle so that you can move forward with the goal and actually succeed with it. I thought that was really genius. So that's why I'm making this video in December rather than making it in January. Also because this can give you guys inspiration so that you can begin all of your goals and add everything that you want to do into a giant booklet like me if you want, or a vision board, however you want to do it. So for me, some of the goals that I have for this next year are general goals that I feel most people have, and then also little specific ones. Something that is a really big deal for me is creating friendships, and I've had a few really solid friendships, but I've had some pretty good friendships already living here in Montreal, which has been lovely, but I do really want to make some more. So I have a few images that I feel kind of signify that. This one, I think this is so cute, a little picnic. I think those are really important. I want to create strong, long-lasting ones, and also just get to know people in general. Because I grew up homeschooled, I didn't get the option to being around people that much. I did see people. It's not like I was locked into a basement or something and I was just given a bunch of books that I was forced to read. I saw people, I was socialized. I wasn't around people constantly, and so because of that, I feel I haven't gotten the opportunity to fully understand somebody else's brain and their lifestyle and how they work and all of those different things. So that's something that I'm really curious about and interested in. Getting to know people and spending time with people who bring me real joy and fostering friendships that I think will actually last rather than entertaining ones for the sake of it. I've done that a lot in my past, and I really want to let go of the toxic, just proving myself to somebody else because I feel they need my attention to feel cool, and so because of that in return makes me a better person. I don't know, it's a whole messed up thing, but I want to foster friendships that are real and honest and genuine, which is difficult, but it's something that I want to do. Another goal of mine, which has been a goal for me for a really long time, is clearing up my skin. I don't have horrible skin, but I've had a lot of acne scars for a long time, and I have a good amount of acne. I'm wearing foundation right now so you can't see, but my skin's never been completely perfect. I think there was one product I may have used when I was 12 or something that kickstarted this whole entire journey. It's been a long time coming for me to really want to fix this. There was quite a few years of my life where I was super insecure about it, and that was never beneficial for my mental health or for my self-esteem in general. So I do want to change it, just benefit my health of my skin as well as the appearance of it. I have a few images of just literal glass gorgeous beautiful skin, self-care kind of images. I don't know if you can really see these photos or not. You can't really, they're kind of shitty, but whatever. Really well. To Kayla Sia, thanks girl. I saw this on Pinterest though. These are all Pinterest photos that I took. but just like eating really healthy and benefiting myself as much as I can. Oh, give me one sec. I know what I want to show you guys. Oh, I had my pen in here the whole time. I went to a cafe earlier and this was the pen I was trying to find. I was convinced I put this in my bag. I knew I put it in my bag. I couldn't fucking find it. It was in my book. Anyways, this is the book I wanted to show you. This is the Heal Your Gut, Feel Better Naturally little like magazine kind of thing. My mom gave this to me a year ago for Christmas because I've always had a really bad gut. And I think that's because I don't have a really good diet. I don't eat really balanced meals. It's not like I don't eat fruits or vegetables at all. I definitely do. Balanced meals that have protein and greens and fats. And this is the savory granola Rita Brekkie bowl, but like that looks really fucking good. Cheap? No. On a college budget? Not easy, but it still looks really good, and that's a goal for me for this next year too. Really notice what I'm putting in my body and try to have well structured out meals. So healing my gut and in return that helping out my skin is a really important thing for me, and I think that's one of the main goals that I have for this next new year. I think it will help me just feel my best, and I know the way that you look, that doesn't mean that you're more important or you're better in any way. I so get that, and throughout this whole journey I've picked up on it, but it's still important for me because it makes me feel the best, and I do want to feel my best every single day, as well as not only do I just want my skin clear, I need my gut to be way healthier because it's not good for my body, and I want to last as long as I can on this earth, so let's just try a little bit. Following up with that, another goal that's a big deal for me is just general health. So for me, I do exercise quite a bit. I go for really long walks. Like, I'll find myself on a Saturday night at 10 p.m. going for the longest ass walk around Montreal, around my neighborhood, and basically as far as I can go, just exploring. I'll listen to music, sometimes I'll bring water or tea or something, and I'll just exist, and I love that. But I don't exercise all the time. I know going for a walk is good for you and all, but I'd love to some form of a workout. Maybe that's just going on the treadmill, which I've been doing recently. I've been doing the 12-3-30 workout, which I really like. That one's good because it gets you sweaty at the end, but it's not crazy hard. Maybe Pilates, something like that. If I can incorporate that in my next year, I would love. Ooh, another goal. This was just kind of a fun, lighthearted goal is outfits. Okay, I'm a fashion major. I'm in a fashion marketing program. It's so much fun, and all the content that I'm learning is something I've been really interested in for many years of my life. So I love. But something I really want is really new, cute pieces of clothing. I feel like everybody goes through this, but their closet is just dead. There's nothing you can wear. Everything you've worn, you've reworn way too many times, and there's no new outfits that you can really create or think of. So I would love to get some new pieces, and just whenever I'm buying clothes, which is about never, but if I do, really structure out my outfits and think what I can use this piece for, if that makes sense. This in general, I just think this is the cutest fucking tank top in the world. I want this so bad. I don't know if somebody made this or if it's just the pink tank top and they put bows on it or whatever, but I love that. I'm in my bow era. I feel like everyone's in their bow era right now, but I love it. There's bows everywhere in my room. You can't see them. Sorry. But there's just a few everywhere, and I know that in this drawer, this is my beauty hair care drawer. There's 15 different ribbons that I use for bows on the daily, usually, most of the time. I had 2 blue bows on my jacket, brown fake suede leather, possibly real leather jacket, and they were right on the top of the chest, and I loved it. It was so cute. One fell off, and then the other one I just took off because it looked a little unnatural, but that was cute. I should put this back. For outfits, something like this. This is my style, my aesthetic. I think that's a part of it too, is I just want to build my aesthetic because I don't really know what my own aesthetic is. I can be my own aesthetic by just being me, but something of this sort, this is really fucking cute. This one too, this top is so adorable. It looks like she's wearing a bra. She's not. It's printed on to the top, but also, bras over tops is really cute. Why don't people do that enough anymore? That's adorable. I feel like that was a trend for 2 weeks where some celebrities were wearing their bras over top of their dresses, or they were letting it peek through. And I remember seeing that on Vogue's Instagram page, that it was going to be a new trend up and coming. And then it just disappeared. And I don't know where that went, but that's cute. With this image too, I really just want to gain a lot of pieces in my closet that are versatile. So a bunch of different baby tees, things that I can just rewear. I know that like graphic baby tees you can't really wear like every single day of the week because people aren't gonna know, and you're gonna know that you wore that and it's just dirty and you've worn it. But a lot of different pieces that I feel like really fit my aesthetic. Like this top, super cute. Not mine. It's one of my friends. Thank you, Angelina. It's a gorgeous top. I'm giving it back to her though. This too. I like this outfit. It's basic, but it's a black tiny baby tee over top of this white long sleeve, which I don't have one of these white long sleeves anymore, but I need one that's like full body. It's not cropped. These blue pants are super cute. The belt, you can't see, and I'm really sorry, but this outfit, this is a hot outfit. This aesthetic too. This is just bedding, but I think that that's a really cute concept too. It's like just little things around your room that make your room just a little bit more aesthetic, a little bit more fancy, a little bit more homey, that kind of shit. Surprisingly, one of my goals is like a video podcast. I have 2 different images, that one and this one. I don't know who this girl is, but she just looks like she's having so much fun filming a video podcast. Slash, it could just be a podcast. I can't tell with that photo. I'm really interested in, I want to be consistent with it. I haven't in the past been really consistent, but throughout the winter, I tend to feel myself wanting to make some form of art. I guess I'm gonna say, do something that's creative. Last year I started a Get Ready With Me TikTok page that went on for like a month, and I got a few views. Like there was like a few hundred here and there, and then there was like a few thousand where I got on one video, but it didn't last very long, and I realized quite quickly it wasn't the best kind of content that I could create in quality, and then also the format, it didn't really fit with me very well. Doing beauty and makeup and having that a part of my life is something I really love. Like it's one of my biggest hobbies is makeup and anything that has to do with fashion and beauty. But having it in the short video format on TikTok, it just didn't feel like it fit with me right. So I'm hoping that the video podcast is going to fit with me really well. I'm going to do a few of them. I'm going to see how it works, see if it's too time consuming for me to edit, or if it feels valuable enough to edit for me, and if I like having the videos out or whatever, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna see with that, but it's another goal of mine to keep it consistent this year and just notice how it makes me feel and how fun it is, and if it's really a creative outlet that I enjoy and I want to keep up. When I was really younger with this YouTube channel, I did the trends because I wanted to become famous. That was like my main one goal. I wanted PR packages. I wanted to be monetized from YouTube. I wanted someday to be a big name. And moving out of my childhood home and now living as my own adult, I've noticed I actually don't value that. Like being famous would be really difficult and a completely different life that I just don't think I'm used to at all. And I don't think I would actually like truly deeply value. Like, I know that if I make a video podcast, I'm gonna gain some views eventually down the line, and I'm okay with that, but I don't want to be like top famous. Like that's not my goal anymore, to be a huge name, a celebrity. Like I'm okay if people know my name and they watch my podcast and they love it, and I guess some of my friends know or whatever, but I don't need to be like a huge name anymore. It was always an aspiration for me when I was younger. Like that's what I wanted. So I just think it's interesting to see the change later on now that I've become more mature than I was then. Not the most mature I'll ever be, but more mature than I was then. Another few small goals for me are just generally being creative and finding more artistic outlets. I love art in a bunch of different forms, so something that I can do like this, like pottery, it's fun. Who knows if I'll take a pottery class. I'm not specifically attached to pottery. I've done it before, but that's not what I'm trying to get across with this image. More just I want something that is artistic. Getting really good sleep. That's a very important one for me, for my skin and for my health and for my well-being. Sleep is most definitely important for your body and for your mind. And so that's something that I want to truly prioritize. For me, for my whole life, I've always gotten a lot of hours of sleep, and I've prioritized it over a bunch of different things, honestly. But this next year, just being consistent with the sleep schedule and getting my circadian rhythm back, because I think that has made me
definitely different.
Being in college and trying to get really good sleep, it's not that easy. For this next year, this is later on. Most of these goals are for this next semester, but this one is for my third semester. It will be for my third semester in college, possibly getting my own apartment. I don't know how I fully feel about living alone for the next year. I think that's something I'm going to explore probably on these podcasts and throughout this next year. But initially when I moved out, I thought I would want to live alone. And now that I'm here, I have 3 roommates and they are all very lovely. I love each of them. But I wonder what it will be like if I was to live alone next year. So it's something I'm curious about. Not specifically a goal, but something I'm curious to think about as an option. Another one, which is, I feel like is general for most people, is good grades. It's a big deal for me to get good grades. I just got 100 on my exam. One of my exams I took, I found I got 100%, which I'm shocked by. Like, I literally checked it like 4 times. I was like, are we sure about that? But it said so, that I got 100%. And so I'm really proud of myself for that, because I did think I was doing really well on that exam, but I was thinking like I was going to get like a 95. If I did really well and I succeeded in the way I wanted to, I was going to get a 95. But I got 100, which is insane. But I don't think I've never gotten 100 on something that felt like it really mattered in school. Like, I've gotten 100 on like small projects in the past, but it was because they were so easy. The outline was so obvious, it would have been hard to not get 100. Yeah, I want to keep that up throughout the next year and see what I can do for getting good grades. It's not like I have bad grades. I actually have really decent grades. Grades and just being academic and really learning as well. I'm a fashion marketing student, so for this next semester, something I really want to do is actually pick up all of my information. I've noticed now that I'm in college, I'm still treating college like high school, where I show up to my class, I learn the information I need for a test, I study for it, I get a good grade, repeat. And I don't want to do that this next semester. I actually want to learn my content. I want to throw myself into my academics and pick up as much information as I can. The whole point for me to take this college program is to actually learn, and it's not something that I feel like I've really been doing this first semester. So that's something I want to do, is really, focus and pick up all the information I can and create connections with people and network myself and just build my name in the community. Fashion wise, I would love to be a director of a fashion show someday. I think it's something I would really excel at and something I would deeply enjoy. So I want to get the best grades I can and learn the most I can so that I can go forward with that. These are 2 other images I have from aesthetics. This is just a girl reading a book. I'd love to begin more reading. One of my roommates lent me one of her books that I was reading a little bit. We read it together. She was doing little story times. It was cute. But I was reading it myself earlier in the cafe, and I really want to continue it because it's a really interesting book. And reading in general is just really interesting to me. When I get into a book, I love it, but it takes a lot for me to get into the book. This is another artistic photo, just a girl painting. And then these are some images that have words on them that I think are really inspirational and something that I want to focus on. I think these ones are kind of the more important than the actual images to me. They're 50-50. This one says, I want to become the healthiest, prettiest, and kindest version of myself this year, which is true. This is like my main photo. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to be the healthiest, prettiest as in like my attitude, not necessarily physically. Like, yes, I would love to be the prettiest version of myself physically, but my attitude wise, I want to build that up as much as I can and be as confident as I can and work through social anxiety and general anxiety, all of the things that I've got going through my head, so that I can just be my best self and be my happiest self and be my kindest self and just shine, being the best version of me. Because I know deep down there's a certain version of me that I feel like I haven't given enough appreciation to, is giving that girl the most appreciation she can get. More ones like, if I put my mind to it, I achieve it, which I really love this one because it doesn't say I can achieve it. It says I just achieve it. I do, which I feel like works with manifesting, as in it will happen if I say it will and if I put in the work. This one's great too. And finally, she chose herself. That's also something I'm mainly wanting to do, is just keep choosing myself and get myself to be my best version. This one is also one of the biggest quotes / not really a quote, more just like an image. I don't know how to really explain it. I guess just this phrase is basically the biggest reason that I want to do everything for this next year for a goal. Don't spend another year doing the same shit, which is exactly what I'm feeling. Like, I don't want to spend a whole nother year not growing. And yes, I've grown this past year, but not actively trying to succeed in a certain goal and build myself up in a certain way. So this one is kind of everything for me. This is my main photo. A new era of me in a really pretty font. This is another photo of grades. I just want to get A's, to be honest. I just want to succeed as much as I can academically because college is not cheap. So don't half-ass it, to be honest. Lucky girl. This one's really cute. I like this one, but I think it's also important to note that not everything is luck. A good fat portion of life is luck, but also a lot of it is drive, consistency, and determination. So yes, I want to be a lucky girl and be all happy, and that there was a trend a little while ago where it was about being a lucky girl and telling yourself you're the luckiest girl, and if you just kept affirming that to yourself, then you would be, and it would be proven in your life, which is great and all, and I love that, and I definitely participated when that was a trend, and I told myself that for weeks. I was I'm the luckiest girl in the world, everything comes to me that I need, which is amazing and all, but also putting in work is really important to see something. Small steps every day. It's good to acknowledge that a goal can only be succeeded over a long period of time, and you need to keep putting in that work. This was what I was talking about. She's so lucky, and then it's slashed. She worked so hard. You have to put in the work. You can't just rely on luck, which is hard to acknowledge and to notice, but it's true. This one is great. Romanticize your life, because it's the main point of everything too. There's 3 main points apparently. I just want to romanticize my life. I just want to enjoy my life the most I can, and that's why I want to succeed in all of these goals, just so I can be the happiest, best version of myself. And then this one's amazing too. More sleep, more music, more tea, more books, more sunsets, more creating, more long walks, more laughter, more hugs, more dreaming, more road trips, more fun, more love. Which is so real. More of everything that's good in the world, and of course there's more that's good in the world than just this, but more of it all. I can only imagine there's a bunch of photos in here that I didn't show you guys, and I don't know which ones that would be or where they are, but yeah, those are generally my goals for 2024. I'm really curious what your guys' goals are, or if you have any, or any form of inspiration or aspirations. Comment it down below. I would love to have any form of engagement from anybody who viewed this video. Obviously, I would love only positive or constructive criticism, comments. Hateful things it's not the way we are anymore in 2024, not in 2023, not going into 2024. So anyways, anything that you have to add to this video, I would love to hear it. You're more than welcome to leave it in the comment section below, or you can DM me or follow me on Instagram, or all the different things. Thank you for watching this video podcast, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Okay.